astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. My troubles make me wanna just run away. The pressure is on, what shall I do? I feel like I have nobody, no one to lean on, so I choose you, Heavenly Father. But please don't make me cry. The punishment is heavy on me, ripping my soul, tearing my soul alive. Get away from all the sins that I have, and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Yes, I'm trapped like Jonah in the fish. I wish I never made that move that took me off to the evil ways that'll cut your days and kill your babes. How long will I be crucified? Your woman can't take me alive. Chastise me, but keep me out of the hands of men who wanna see me burnt alive. Get away from all the sins that I have, and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I will reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, get away from all the sins that I have, and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I will reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Get away from all my sins. Get away from all the sins that I have, and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, get away from all the sins that I have, and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Forgive me, my Father. Say like my new na Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Get away from all the sins that I have, and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like my new na.
All right. All right. I'm back. My name is Jamsufa Ariya, and this is the Real Talk for Real People Study Program, a program designed to study the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, and certainly study his treasure, his chosen people. Along with that, we study the enemies of the Most High, because for all intents and purposes, they are the enemies of the Most High chosen people also. Not only I, but my lovely Isha, the Sonya, has made it back from a little recovery. She is the administrator of the show, a daughter of Zion, and she lends her voice into the ethos by way of her comments and her commentaries, as all daughters of Zion should be doing, in some shape, form, or fashion. Simply said, the hands that rocks the cradles. Brother Cottrell, Nasanya and I, personal friend, our brother, your brother, fellow elder, is here along with me. We are student teachers. And what do I mean by that? We do not neglect our studies, as none of us should be neglecting studies because of illiteracy, forced illiteracy, and being content with the illiteracy. We should not become content with illiteracy. They prey on our illiteracy. Brother Carter and I, we issued the instructions as elders of the nation, as all elders of the nation should be doing to some extent, shape, form, or fashion. Perhaps in your homes, in your communities, in your families. Instruct the nation. But before I introduce Nasanya and Brother Cottrell, I'd simply like to make some contemporary remarks. I just mentioned it to some degree about they prey on our illiteracy. Not only do they prey on our illiteracy, our acute cognitive deficiencies, mentally challenged, brought on by post-traumatic slave syndrome, a neglect in our mental capacities, and certainly in our literacy. They're not interested in us being literate. They're not interested in us having our minds together, focused on the Most High. So thus they prey on us. I pray that we learn to humble ourselves and stop using the crab and the bastard syndrome to bring us down and to dumb us down, but to lift us up to the extent when they see us, or one of us, or many of us, that they would say, these people are very literate. They're not mentally challenged. They're focused on the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They love the Most High with all their mind, heart, souls, and strength. And they love their brothers and sisters as themselves. And it's indicative of that. They don't try to pull each other down. They don't try to belittle each other. They don't try to negate their intelligence. Because otherwise, they will continue to prey on our illiteracy, brought on by post-traumatic slave syndrome. We should encourage each other to read, learn, study, and investigate, and leave no stone or leaf unturned in this or any regard, certainly in regards to the Most High Word, any endeavor that we lay our hands to, that we become proficient, we become literate, we overcome our mental challenges, and we do this gathered together. Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. So without further ado, let me introduce my lovely Isha, Nasanya. Nasanya, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you so much, Yamsu. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. I'm blessed to be back. I'm happy to be back. I'm ecstatic to be back. Um, I like listening on the sidelines, but I also like participating. That really feeds my soul. And I also like participating with the two teachers that's teaching me at this moment. You guys are two of the most teachers that had in my life, other than another teacher that I also had, which was my father, that teaches so well that I just can't miss a show. I'm sorry, a program. I just cannot miss it. All praises.
We're honored, Nathania. But I suspect that you know that Brother Carter and I love you as your father loved you. And that it appeals to you, the love for you that we have for you and the nation at large. And we're humbly honored and very appreciative. And we're happy to have you back, Nathania.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, thank you, Nathania. Brother Catriel, dear friend, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you, Brother Young. May the Most High bless you and my sister, Nisanya. It's good to hear our voice back. And we do love you. We love Yah. We love our people. And it was a discipline.
Yes.
And you have to be disciplined to go through these studies. You have to be disciplined to deal with our personalities. But in spite of that, bless Yah on my soul and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. Give all praise, honor, and glory to the Holy One of Israel, our Creator, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. Thanking him for his mercy, his loving kindness, his covenants, his promises to us and our people. Praise Yah.
Thank you, Brother Catriel. Praise Yah. It's good to have you back, brother. Well, this is how the format of the studies will proceed tonight. I will lead the studies off in the book of Tehillim. If you're unfamiliar with the name of this book, it is the actual name for this book, the Hebrew name for this book, not the Greco-Roman name, Psalms. Chapter of Psalm 132, the eternal dwelling place of Yah in Zion. So that would suggest and further imply to you, there's no new thing in Rome, and it is derivative, the eternal dwelling of Yah in Zion, in our land. And Brother Catriel conclude to say, and Brother Catriel, in this study right here, Brother Catriel is going to give you some idea, some clear idea of what the real Israelites, or who the real Israelites are, and what they look like by virtue of these curses of disobedience. And that is in the, let me get it right. That's in Tehillim, I apologize, Devarim, chapter 28. The blessings in obedience and remain obedience, and what the curses look like in disobedience. And you can only apply that to one people, and you'll know who those people are. I suspect Brother Catriel is going to break it down to you like you're 4 years old, but don't stick your mouths out. He's not saying you're 4 years old, that you may be novices. Praise Yah. And thank you, Brother Catriel. Nathania, you ready to proceed into the studies?
Yes, I am.
Thank you, Nathania. Brother Catriel, you ready to proceed into the studies?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Brother Catriel. Fellow students, turn to Tehillim 132. And this is speaking in reference to King Dawid. I suspect that he's the writer of this song. And if you've studied King Dawid, if we have studied King Dawid, we'll return over every stone and every leaf to get some idea about this king. And we can justify this statement. Y'all remember King Dawid and all his affliction. And yes, he went through a lot. He went through a lot beginning with King Fu, the first king of Israel. He went through a lot with the nations he fought around him. He went through a lot in reference to one of his wives, his first wife, Michal. He went through affliction in regards to his children, case in point, Absalom, and so on and so forth. The king was inundated with affliction. And it says, how he swore to Yah. He swore his commitments to Yah in spite of his affliction, and vowed to the mighty one of Yaakov, which is Yah. He says in stanza 3, King Dawid says, surely I will not go into the chamber of my house. I'll go up to the comfort of my bed. Stanza 4. I will not give sleep to my eyes, or slumber to my eyelids. Until what? Stanza 5. Until I found a place for Yah. He wanted Yah to have a dwelling place. He said he won't just rely on his comfort. He sought the comfort of the Most High. Most importantly, beyond his own comforts, in spite of his afflictions. He said, I'm not gonna lay down and comfort in my bed. I will not give sleep to my eyes or slumber to my eyelids until I find a place for Yah, a dwelling place for the mighty one of Yakub. He's speaking in reference to that temple that was built in Jerusalem. And he says in stanza 6, behold, we heard of Ephrathah. That's a place in Yehuda. It was a town in Yehuda. You had heard of it in Ephrathah. We found it in the field of the woods. Let us go, stanza 7, let us go into his tabernacle, Yah. Let us worship at his footstool, Yah. Stanza 8, arise, O Yah, to your resting place, that temple. And along with that, you and the ark of your strength, the ark of the contract, the covenant. Stanza 9, let your clothe with righteousness, not simply clothing per se on the outside, but the righteousness should clothe them, not just a physical adornment. And let your saints shout for joy. Who are those saints? That is the chosen people of Yah. Those are the Most High saints. And let your saints shout for joy. Stanza 10. Why? For your servant, King David said, do not turn your face away from your anointed. A lot of people try to use this term anointed. There's two applications for this anointment. That is the high priest, and that is our king. And so King David is making reference to himself. Do not turn away from the face of your anointed. King David was anointed. Stanza 11.
So
Yes.
all priests were anointed, including the high priest.
Thank you, brother, for that, explaining that in detail. And my brother is correct. Not only the high priest, all priests. Thank you, brother Carter. It says in stanza 11, Yah has sworn in truth to King David. He will not turn from it. And what was that truth? I will set upon your throne the fruit of your body, his children, which he did. But there was a requirement for that. If your sons, stanza 12, will keep my covenant contract, they had to keep the contract, and my testimonies, his word, which I should teach them. Their sons shall sit upon your throne forevermore. To keep reason, keep the Most High contract and the Most High word, which I should teach them. Along with that, their sons also shall sit upon your throne forevermore. Stanza 13, which they didn't. For Yah has chosen what place? He didn't choose Rome, the Catholic, the Catholicism, and their derivatives. Yah has chosen where? Zion, Jerusalem, that temple. No one can choose for Yah, and that is for everlasting. He has designed it for his dwelling place, not the Roman Catholic Church. This is my resting place. What? Forever. Quite simple. Here I will dwell, Yah says, not because King David wants it from me, because that's where I want to be. I want to be among my chosen treasure, for I desired it, Yah said. I will abundantly bless her provisions, Yah says. I will satisfy her poor with bread, Yah said. I will clothe her priest with salvation, Yah says. Not the Roman Catholic Church. But there were requirements. Not only the kings were required to keep the contract with you, but the Most High treasured saints were required also to keep his testimonies, his word. And those things would have came about. The abundant bless her provisions, Jerusalem in that temple, satisfy her poor with bread because they didn't follow the mandates. I will clothe her priests with salvation, keyword, because they are following the mandates. And her saints, which I mentioned, that's us, Yah's chosen people, shall shout aloud for joy, and everybody fall in line with the protocol and procedure, not the Roman Catholic Church. Saturday 17. I will make the horn the strength of King David grow if they follow the procedures. I will prepare a lamp for my anointed, King David. And as a result, them following procedures and protocol, his enemies, King David, I will clothe with shame because they cause him all kind of affliction. But I will clothe, his enemies, I will clothe with shame. But upon himself, who? King David, his crown shall flourish. Although his sons and his grandchildren didn't follow protocol and procedure, here lies the Yah says in futuristic terms. But upon himself, King David, his throne shall flourish. Meaning, suggesting, and inferring that it ain't over for King David. His sons didn't follow protocol and procedures. His grandchildren didn't follow protocol and procedures. But King David followed protocol and procedures in spite of his shortcomings. And thus, as a result of that, but upon himself, King David, his throne shall flourish, not the Roman Catholic Church. Praise Yah. Thank you, King David, who I suspect wrote this beautiful song. And praise Yah for revealing this information to us, this vital information. Now, Sonia, any comments on the commentaries?
No, not really, but I just it's just it the whole chapter itself resonated with myself. But from 11 to what 14 really resonated
Right.
with me. And it really just let me know that, we are royalty. If we do what we supposed to do and keep the covenant and the decrees, even our generations up behind us, we man, it's a lot to take in to know that this is who we are. This is us.
You're right,
All
Nasanya.
praises. Mhm.
Thank you, Nasanya, for that astute insight into your studies, because of the fact that the only thing we have to do is follow the constructs and confinements of the
Mhm.
Most High. Honor the contract, follow the contract, honor the Most High testimony, word, and everything works out quite simple. And that's
Mhm.
forever. We don't need the Roman Catholic Church and its derivatives. We just need to follow
Mhm.
protocol and procedure. It's just that simple. Thank you, Nasanya.
Thank you.
Brother Contrail, dear friend, any comments on the commentaries?
Sorry, my mic
Get
is
your mic,
muted.
brother.
All praise to the Holy One of Israel for our great King, the valiant King David, for his inspirational words that he wrote down so we could read them. And we could see that he was pretty much prophetic because he's speaking Yah's words in the end of this song. It's not him speaking, it's the Most High speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And that communication that he had with the Most High, it shows that King David himself, verse 18, his enemies, whose enemies? King David's enemies, will I clothe with shame. But upon himself, not his children, that's why he emphasized himself, shall his crown flourish. But what also caught my eye is the fact that Yah wants to dwell on earth with mankind. He's already designated Zion and Jerusalem. Unfortunately, King David wasn't able to create that temple, but he speaks of the tabernacle where the Ark of the Covenant was and where Yah wants his presence to be. And there's the only if in this psalm is if we comply, like you said, because this is surely going to take place. And those who do it will be the saints' joy. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Cartier. You and the son for your very insightful astuteness with both of your utilization of wisdom and understanding. Praise Yah, Brother Cartier. Praise Yah, Nasanya. Fellow student, as promised, my dear friend will be studying or conclude the studies in the book of Devarim, chapter 28, the blessings if you comply, and the curses if you don't comply. Chapter 28. Praise Yah. Brother Cartier, you have the mic.
Thank you, Brother Yah. All praise to the Holy One of Yisrael, who gives us our prophet Moshe and lets us know our past, our present, and our future. In the book of Devarim, chapter 28, this is the golden chapter that has awakened, I don't know how many Israelites worldwide over the years. But like my brother Yam said, when you read this chapter, it doesn't fit anybody. And we're going to see who it fits. So we go into the book of Devarim, chapter 28. Moshe writes, it shall come to pass if you shall hearken diligently. How are we supposed to hearken?
Diligently.
People need to look that word up because we hard-headed people. Not only don't we listen, we don't listen diligently unto the voice of Yah your Elohim, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command you this day, that Yah your Elohim will set you high above all nations of the earth. What a blessing. We definitely ain't there now. All these blessings shall come on you and overtake you, and you shall if you go to if you shall hearken to the voice of Yah your Elohim. And that's the hardest part for us, because if we do, it's good. If we don't, shame on us. Blessed shall you be in the city. Are we blessed in the city right now?
No, sirree.
Blessed shall you be in the field. Do we have fields?
No, sirree.
Blessed shall be the fruit of your body. And our children are blessed. And the fruit of your ground. We ain't got no ground, because our children would be even more blessed if we had ground. And the fruit of your cattle. What cattle? We ain't got no cattle. Go to Food Bazaar and Food Lion. The increase of your kind and the flocks of your sheep. We got kind and sheep? No. Blessed shall be thy basket and your store. Oh, they got that word, store. We created stores. You know that, right? Our father Joseph,
Yes, sir.
when he was in Mizraim. Blessed shall you be when you come in. Blessed shall you be when you go out. Yah will cause your enemies to rise up against you to be smitten before your face. They shall come out one way and flee before you 7 ways. Imagine trying to run 7 ways.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to be afraid trying to run 7 different ways.
Exactly.
You should really only have one escape route. Yah shall command the blessings upon you in your storehouses. Yeah, the Food Bazaars, the Stop and Shops, the A&Ps, the Food Lions. and in all that you set your hand to do. And he shall bless you in the land which Yah, your Elohim, has given you. Yah shall establish the holy people unto himself. We have to worry about nobody else. We holy to the Most High. As he has sworn to you, he ain't just say it. He made a vow that we will be his holy people. Contract. If, you go that if again, you shall keep the commandments of Yah, your Elohim, and walk in his ways. What's so hard about that? What can be so hard about that? And all the people of the earth shall see that you are called by the name of Yah, not nigger, black, colored, African American, Caribbean, Jamaican, Haitian, Barbadian, Puerto Rican. No. What's your name? Who are you? What are you? We don't know. And they shall be afraid of you.
Son, your father, my father-in-law, used to ask people the very same thing. Who are you?
Who are you? What are you? You ask our people, what are you, brother? What a brother gonna say? He gonna say he black.
Ain't no telling, Brother Cottrell.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling.
He gonna say he
I'm a Negro.
He gonna say he's Baptist. Same with the sisters. We don't know who we are. We walking around in a state of amnesia. But yeah, I said they'll be afraid of you. Are they still afraid of us? Oh yeah. And they got nuclear bombs, and they still afraid of us. We're military up the gazoo. Why y'all afraid of us? We want to go to war in the cities where we are. Okay, Donald Trump. And Yah shall make thee plenteous in goods. We ain't got to worry about being lining up for SNAP benefits. And the food of your body. Your children are going to be good. In the land, Yah swore to your fathers to give them. Yah shall open to you his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto your land in the season, and to bless all the works of your hand. And you shall lend to many nations. Can we do that now? Are we borrowing money,
No,
begging?
sir, we're borrowing from many nations.
Borrowing, begging, and stealing.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're borrowing from anybody.
Yeah. So we're going to see how profound these words are. Last night, we read about the stones on Mount Gizrium and Mount Ebal, the blessings and the curse.
Exactly.
And those words, like I said, have effect for generations beyond even us. You know that, right? Just like these words.
Yes, sir.
He said, you shall lend to many nations and you shall not borrow. We don't have to borrow. We're rich. And Yah shall make thee the head and not the tail. And you shall be above only. We kind of like that now. Anything we do, we kind of rise to the top. Suffice to say, even though we're on the bottom, whatever we get into, we tend to rise to the top. And you shall not be beneath. Although they try to keep us down, right? They try to keep you in the back of the bus. Are we riding the back of the bus anymore?
No, but they still try to keep us down.
Oh, yeah. But the cream rises to the top, right? That's what they say. Cream always rises to the top. The best is always going to make that show.
By way of the Most High.
No doubt. He created us this way. If, they got that word again, if. It's the biggest little word in the English dictionary. If that you hearken unto the commandments of Yah your Elohim, which I command you this day, to observe to do them. Not just to observe them, observe and do them. To observe and do them. And you shall not go aside from any of the words which I command you this day, to the right hand, to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. But it shall come to pass, if you will not hearken to the voice of Yah your Elohim, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day, that all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. Cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the field. I knew we was cursing every time we was in these shore, on these shores, cursing. Cursed shall be your basket and your store. What store? Cursed shall be the fruit of your body, and cursed the fruit of your land, the increase of your kind, and the flock of your sheep. Cursed shall you be when you come in, and cursed shall you be when you go out. Yah shall send upon you cursing. That's all we do all day, right? We curse at each other.
Yes.
Vexation, because we're in vexation. And
Confusion.
rebuke. All we do is point fingers at one another, don't we?
Yeah, we seek each other out, as I said, Brother Carter, to mistreat, abuse, and dominate, and sometimes kill, and write a rap song about it.
But not in all instances. In some places, here and there,
Yes.
there's Israelites that's doing very, very well. And in
that's
all
a good
that
thing.
you set your hand to do, until you be destroyed, which we are, until you perish quickly because of the wickedness of your doings. We still doing wickedness? When we going to
Yes, sir.
change? Whereby
We need to change.
you have forsaken Yah. How we forsaken Yah?
By doing wickedness, you are.
When we going to
We
return
are.
with all our heart, soul, and mind back to Yah and not forsake our Creator? Yah shall make the pestilence to cleave unto you. That's why we got all these diseases now.
High
Until you
blood
have
pressure, diabetes,
consumed
you name it,
you
we got it.
from off the land, whether you go to possess it. Can't hold on.
19.
Yah will smite thee with consumption and with fever and with inflammation
COVID-19.
and with extreme burning and with the sword and with blasting, with mildew, and they shall pursue you until you perish. And the heaven that is over your head shall be brass, and the earth that is under you shall be iron, iron and brass, iron above, brass beneath. Yah will make the rain of your land powder and dust. From heaven it shall come down upon you until you be destroyed. And I know you've seen them dust storms. What they call them? Habibs.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could dry up a land and kill everything on it. Yah shall cause thee to be smitten before your enemies. You should go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them. Just the reverse. Mm-hmm. Now we run it. Kind of like step and fetch it. Mm-hmm. Yah will cause thee to be smitten before your enemies, and you shall go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them. You shall be removed in all the kingdoms of the earth. Mm-hmm. And I was watching the Olympics.
We're universally scattered.
When was the last Olympics?
I think it was last year, was it?
It was 2024, yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you watch that Olympics, as they were sailing by on them boats, on practically every single one of those boats was one of our people.
We're scattered. Every country,
all over the planet. So
not
we see how powerful
the kingdoms, Brother Country, are all of them.
I didn't hear you, Yamsu.
I said, not some of the kingdoms, Brother Country, as the book mentioned, the Most High Word, we're scattered through all the nations.
Oh, yeah, all the kingdoms of the earth. And your carcass shall be meat unto the fowls of the air, to the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. Yah will smite you with the bots of Mizraim, and with emeralds, and with the scab, and with the itch, where you cannot be healed. Yah will smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Totally confused about everything.
At noonday, as the blind grope in darkness, and you shall not prosper in your ways. You shall be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man can save you. Will y'all say? No, and no man shall save you. So don't be looking for no Messiah. Don't be looking for JC, because y'all said,
no Constitution.
No man shall save us. You shall betroth the wife, and another man shall lie with her. Wow. We don't have permanent
marriages. What slavery look like?
We don't have permanent marriages in our neighborhood. We have women, single women households. You shall build a house, and you shall not dwell therein. Well, Obama made it. He made it to the White House. You shall plant a vineyard and shall not gather the grapes thereof. Your ox shall be slain before your eyes, and you shall not eat of it. Your ass shall be violently taken away from before your face, right in front of your face, and shall not be restored to you. Your sheep,
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
your sheep shall be given to your enemies, and you shall have none to rescue them. Your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people, and your eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in your hand, the fruit of your land, and all your labors shall the nation which you do not eat all the day long shall eat up, and you shall be only oppressed and crushed away. And you shall be mad for the sight of your eyes, which you shall see. And Yah shall smite thee in the knees and the legs with the sore botch that can't be healed. From the sole of your foot to the top of your head, Yah shall bring thee and your king, which you shall set over you, into a nation which neither you nor your fathers have known. And there you serve other gods, wood and stone, Christianity and Islam. You shall become an astonishment, a proverb. Black, Negro, colored, African American, what other name they call us? Terrorists, a byword. Israelite, black, Hebrew Israelite, terrorists, bywords. Among the nations where Yah shall lead you, you shall carry much seed out into the field, and shall gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. You shall plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. You shall have olive trees throughout all your coasts, but you shall not anoint yourself with the oil. We ain't talking about anointing yourself to be priest or king. We talking about getting rid of that ash that's on your body.
All
And
right.
olive oil
Exactly.
is perfect for doing that.
Lovely.
For yeah, my mom used to give us olive oil, rub olive oil on us when we was young.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
For your olive shall cast his fruit before you could get to the oil. You shall be your sons and daughters, but you shall not enjoy them, but they shall go into captivity. Master got them. And all your trees and fruit, the fruit of your land, shall the locust consume. The stranger that's within you shall get above you very high, and you shall come down very low. If you look at our neighborhoods now, that's what happens. The Arabs, the Koreans, the Jews, everybody from around the world is facilitating our neighborhoods. They take our money, but they don't live amongst us. They go back to their rich uh, neighborhoods that they live in. And we at the bottom looking for SNAP benefits. He says, he shall lead thee in the 44th verse, and you shall not lead him. Strangers lead us, right?
Yeah, mine's that
Mhm.
he shall lend to you,
Okay.
and you shall not lend to him.
44, yeah. I'm sorry. He shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you should be the tail. Do Jewish people lend money to people?
Yes, they do.
Mhm.
This can't be
Mhm.
them, can it? Because they
No,
are the
it cannot.
lenders.
Exactly.
Do we lend to them?
No, we don't.
No way, no how.
We don't lend to anybody.
Because you hard it's not to the voice of Yah, your Elohim. Are we still guilty of that?
Yes, sir.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded us. And they shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder, and upon your seed forever, because you served not Yah your Elohim with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. That's what we had when we were serving Yah and doing the right thing. But we wasn't happy, we wasn't satisfied. Therefore, you shall serve your enemies, which Yah shall send against you, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. How do we get to these shores? Were we dressed up or did he get here
Naked
naked?
and in chains.
naked and in chains, in hunger and in thirst, after months upon months of travel on the sea. Can't imagine that.
In need of everything, Brother Carter and Lasagna.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Who would that
It
happen
certainly
to?
happened. Yoke of iron.
Us.
Who did that happen to?
It only happened to us, brother.
Until you have destroyed you. Did they destroy us with those yoke of iron upon our neck?
They
So much
certainly
so,
did, brother.
we don't even know who we
Post-traumatic
are
slave
today.
Mhm.
It destroyed us so much. We don't even know our nationality, ethnicity, cultural history, or identity. That's how much it destroyed our people, our nation. He'll bring a nation against you from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fly. What's the symbol for America? Is it a rabbit,
Eagle.
a bear?
The eagle.
Oh, okay.
The eagle.
And not just America, but the Greco-Roman Empire.
Mhm. Mhm.
Exactly. Eagle.
A nation whose tongue you shall not understand. Have we really got a grip on the English language for real? Matter of fact, they said, nah, y'all speaking Ebonics. You what? Yeah. We don't really understand that language because it has duplicity. The English language is duplicit. A nation of fierce countenance. Yeah, nuclear bomb carrying white boys, which shall not regard the persons of the old. They don't care about your social security,
You're elderly.
nor show favor to the young. They don't care about young people. And they shall eat the fruit of your cattle and the fruit of your land. This is what they do until you be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of your kine, or flocks, or sheep, until he have destroyed you. And he shall besiege you in the gates until your high and fenced walls come down, when you trusted throughout all the land. And he shall besiege you in all your gates throughout all your land, which Yahweh Elohim has given you. And you shall eat the fruit of your own body, the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters, which Yahweh Elohim have given you, which our ancient fathers did when they were besieged by the Greco-Romans. In the siege and in the straitness wherewith your enemies shall distress you, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. We got a lot of that going on.
A lot of that going on, brother.
And toward the wife of his bosom, if you got a wife, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Yeah, when Pop leaves, he's the children, you don't leave them with nothing. So that he will not give to any of them the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left in him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith his enemies shall distress you in all your gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground with delicateness and tenderness. Wow. Her eye shall be evil toward her husband and her bosom, the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that come out from between her feet, and towards her children, which she shall bear, but she shall eat them for want of what? All things. Is that what's wrong with our women now? They secretly want all things and don't care about nothing else. In the siege and straitness wherewith your enemies shall distress you in your gates, if you not observe to do all the words of this law, which are in this book. What book we talking about now?
An everlasting testament. Not
Yes,
that new
sir.
thing.
That you may fear this glorious and fearful name. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Yah, your Elohim. Then Yah will make your plagues wonderful, and the plagues of your seed, even great plagues of long continuance, and sore sicknesses, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon you all the diseases of Mizraim, which you were afraid of, and they shall cleave to you. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law. That's what we got here in America. Sickle cell, diabetes, all kind of diseases that they had back then. Them will Yah bring upon you until you be destroyed. And you should be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of the heaven for a multitude, because you would not obey the voice of Yah, your creator, your Elohim. And it shall come to pass that as Yah rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yah will rejoice over you to destroy you, us, Israel, and to bring us to naught. And we will be plucked up off the land whither we go to possess it, which you neither you, excuse me, and Yah shall scatter us among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there we will serve other gods, which neither we nor our fathers have known, even wood and stone. Among these nations shall you find no ease, neither shall the sole of your foot have rest. But Yah shall give us there a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. Our life shall hang in doubt before us, and we shall fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of our lives. In the morning, we will say, would it were evening. And at evening, we're going to say, would Elohim were at morning. For the fear of your heart wherewith you shall fear, for the sight of your eyes which you shall see. And Yah shall bring you into Mizraim again with ships, by way whereof I spake to you. You shall see it no more again. And there you be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you or redeem you or free you.
Us.
Praise Yah. Nobody else went through slavery, which this chapter describes in vivid detail in the same manner that we did. Jews can't claim it. Ain't nobody else trying to claim it but us. But they look down on us. But I guess they haven't read this chapter. Praise Yah and bless his holy name.
Praise Yah. I'm saddened, Brother Cottrell, by the reading of this. That I'm so saddened for us as a nation, for us casting Yah's word behind us and seeking other gods to the extreme extent to what we have been reduced to that's scattered about. And as Brother Cottrell mentioned, there's only one people that this is descriptive of, no other people. And it's still ongoing as we speak. I would strongly advise and suggest students after the studies tonight that you do your due diligence and moral obligation to study this chapter, to get some insight on who these people are. There are only one people that this studies tonight are applicable to. There's you, there's Lasagna, there's Brother Cottrell, there's I. Only one nation. I don't care if the flim flam that they brought upon you by the Roman Catholic Church, the Greco-Romans, and its derivative churches. This is only applicable and only applicable to us. Praise Yah. Lasagna, any comments on the commentaries?
No, none at all. Oh, praise.
Thank you, Lasagna. Brother Kadre, any additional comments on the commentaries?
No, sir.
Thank you, friend. The study as far as the Most High Word in the Everlasting Testament has come to a conclusion. But I want to mention something about this so-called new thing before our closing. Christianity overseas, simply manifest destiny. What is manifest destiny? That's stealing, taking every damn thing you got and giving it to Jesus. That's what it is. While heralding the advance of universal white race supremacy, the last kingdom. That's what it is. And that's what this is. A way of cloaking itself in so-called Christianity. In 1596, a Dutch expedition led by Cornelius de Houtman dropped anchor off Java, beginning a 4th century occupation, stolen occupation of Indonesia Island. 5 years later, his countryman, Willem Johnson, discovered Terra Australia Incognita. Australia. How you going to discover something somebody already didn't take? But that's manifest destiny. Unknown land in the south, today Australia. Meanwhile, Dutch explorer Jan Houtning published the principal sea routes to the Eastern Indies. Their information. To fully exploit their gains, keyword their gains, in 1602, Dutch traders formed the Vereniging Oost-Indische Compagnie, the first multinational corporation to push their interests for the next 200 years. It would dominate European trade in Asia, dispatching 4,785 ships, carrying 2.5 million tons of cargo, virtually monopolizing the spice trade. England, Holland's chief competitor, was alarmed by the Dutch successes and soon established a foothold in India. An expedition to the New World led by the Britain first permanent colony in America at Jamestown. Virginia, a century later, James Cook sailed west to reach Australia's east coast, naming it New South Wales. It's still named it. Somebody else stuck. In 1787, a British convoy arrived with 751 convicts. That's who made up Australia. These convicts, including 188 women, turning Australia into a penal colony. Somebody else land. Conversion still continued. They bought Jesus, as I mentioned. The British made few attempts to convert natives to Angelism. The Dutch, too, were content to leave local traditions in place. They ain't brought Jesus yet. Yet Christianity did not put down some new roots. On the Southwest Asian mainland, the area analogous to today's Vietnam was receptive to the faith. The Philippines embraced Christianity wholeheartedly, a situation that continues to this day. Missionaries made headway into Japan, but fear of Western invasion prompted the local shoguns to suppress conversion activity. The New World as a refuge. America became a welcome haven for persecuted Europeans, righteous religious minorities. One of those was a group named as the Puritans, an English Protestant community along Calvinist lines that had much in common with the Scottish Presbyterians. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, 1558 through 1603, England had become a formidable power, and Anglicanism, Anglo-Saxon, a true Protestant confession. Only during the interruption of Oliver Cromwell, Lord Protector of England from 1646 to 1660, did the Puritan movement emerge as a leading religious and political force conjoined together. Restoration of the monarchy in 1662 brought an abrupt end to the Puritan influence, and thousands of Puritans left Europe for New England, which is the Americas. They weren't the first. I know they weren't the first. The folks already there, but not the first of their kind. A Puritan colony was established in Virginia as early as 1618, followed by a settlement in Salem, Massachusetts in 1620, an offshoot of the Puritans. The Pilgrims, led by William Brewster, 1566 through 1644, established a colony in Plymouth that same year. The groundwork was laid for a new world community in somebody else's community that would prize political and religious freedom above all, taking somebody else's stuff and giving them Jesus, so to speak. And so tomorrow I will conclude this new thing. It's called Christianity in the American Colony, and conclude these studies of these so-called new thing brought to you by the Romans, the Roman Catholic Church and its derivatives, churches. Economics, political power, and control of people and things to the extent of taking your stuff, taking you off your stuff, killing you if you didn't get ghosts, and making you ghosts if you did get ghosts, and bringing you JC, its own say, why heralding universal white race supremacy, the last kingdom. That being said, Brother Cottrell, dear friend, any comments on the commentaries? No, my apologies. Nasanya, any comments on the commentaries?
What's up?
Thank you, Yamsu. No, none at all.
Thank you, Nasanya. Brother Cottrell, any comments on the commentaries?
No, sir. Except
Thank you, Brother Cottrell.
the time
What'd
period
you say,
that
my
you're
friend?
reading about,
What's that, my friend?
No, I didn't see it.
the time period that you just read about was when
Right.
we were on them slave
Yeah.
ships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Part of the big conspiracy, Brother Cottrell. Part of the big conspiracy. That's why you got to do your studies. Fellow students, Lasanya, as a daughter of Zion, the administrator of the church, has done her due diligence, moral obligation as such. Simply said, a hand that rocks the cradles, as all hands should be rocking the cradles as far as our nation is concerned. We need all hands on the cradles because our children are crazy as they want to be. They need to be instructed in the word of the Most High, and the word of the Most High alone. Praise Yah, and thank you in the Son. Brother Cottrell and I, on the other hand, as elders of the nation, as all elders should be doing, to some extent, shape, form, or fashion, instructing the nation, which what we're doing on this program. It is not the responsibility of Nasanya, Brother Cottrell, and I alone. It's all our responsibility. We need all hands on deck. I know that they've told you by way of this new thing. Oh, you need something new. Forget about all that old stuff. That's old. Just go and forget about it. We got something new for something pretty. It don't work for you, but it's still pretty. And it certainly isn't working for us. I have a question about it being pretty. They said to you, you don't need that old stuff. We got something for you, brand spanking new. Well, it ain't old. It's everlasting. You know that Brother Cottrell mentioned. They have a play on words that we will truly understand. That's why they got so-called old and so-called new, which is the most high word. To define it is nothing old about it. It's something everlasting about it and forever. But you must study the most high word, the everlasting word. You must investigate the most high word, the everlasting word. You must rely on the most high word, the everlasting word. You must trust in the Most High Word, the everlasting Word. You must let the Most High Word be your footsteps in your pathway, lighting up them by the way of wisdom and understanding, that everlasting Word. And ain't nothing old about it. Simply said, fellow students, the Most High Word is still in existence. It's still active. Just look at your windows. Look at the clouds. Look at the moon. Look at the stars. Look at the birds. Look at the trees. That's the Most High Word in action. And ain't nothing old about it. Simply said, for you individually and personally, the Most High Word works if you work it. It's just that simple. Praise Yah and bless His holy name. So without further ado, I will ask my lovely Isha, the Sonya, to make us shaloms and good nights. I will ask my dear friend, brother, to make his shaloms and good nights and close us down for the night. Praise Yah. Lasagna, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you so much. Shalom and good night, family.
Thank you, Lasagna. Brother Kotri, our dear friend, your mic is hot.
Muted.
Yeah, I think he's muted. There you go. There you go, Brother Kotri.
Praise Yah. Shalom and good night.
Shalom and good night.
Oh, oh. Somebody calling my name. I went down to see. Heard at least one voice. How you know my name? Why you calling me? I don't know what to say. You said this was meant to be. Wasn't calling out my name, calling me today. How can I break it down? I didn't know what to say. Wasn't calling out my name, calling near and far. Tell me what you want. You said let me in your heart, let me in your heart, let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart, let wisdom in your heart, let me in your heart, let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart, let wisdom in your heart. Somebody calling my name. I went down to see. Heard at least one voice calling down at me. How you know my name? How you know my name? Why you calling me? I don't know what to say. Meant to be. Was meant to be. Calling my name, calling me today. How can I break it down? I didn't know what to say. Been calling out my name, calling near and far. Tell me in your heart. You said let me in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Let me in your heart. Let wisdom in your heart. Call your name.
Does not wisdom call, and understanding put forth her voice? In the top of high places by the way, where the paths met, she stands. Beside the gates at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors, she cries aloud, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. O ye thoughtless, understand prudence, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. do. Wisdom calling me over here, over there. Seems like everywhere. In the heart, in the night, wisdom in your heart. Ooh, yeah. In the night, I just can't do without it. Can't do without it. Yeah, it's all been on my mind. Can't do without it. Can't do without Yahweh as the beginning of his ways, the first of his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. The fear of Yah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the All-Holy is understanding. But by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. That's all that's been on my mind. I just can't do without it. No. Can't do without it. Can't do without it. Can't do without it. And that's all that's been on. Oh yeah. Said I want you. Now therefore, I need you. Ye children, hearken unto me. Stay with me. For happy are they that my ways. Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Happy is the man that hearkeneth to me. Watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. But whoso findeth me findeth life and obtaineth favor of Yah. But he that misseth me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. Love death. Love death.